42-year-old Dani Laurion hadn't been feeling well for a few days and was eventually hospitalized with pneumonia. A series of tests revealed that Dani suffered from postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Dani was told that she would have to remain primarily in a wheelchair for the rest of her life.
I used to feel like I was created from leftover pieces. And I had that feeling for all of my life. April 23rd of this year would have been 13 years that I've been in the chair.
On March 15th, 2022, Dani and Doug heard that Dr. Mary Healy would be doing a 3-night presentation on healing. The couple decided to attend.
She had explained that when people reach out their hands while they're worshiping, think about it as if your hands are up and you're reaching for your Father as a child. And so that night while the music was going on, I reached up and I just said, I need you, and I need you to hold me and just take care of me. I felt like there was somebody had turned water on in both of my ears, and it was going down my body.
So she removed her vent. You know, if she came apart at the neck or from the vent at any time, you know, it was an emergency to get her reconnected because she just wasn't breathing. And here she had just removed it, and there was no panic, no emergency. She was just sitting there, and then they made the altar call, and she stood up, and, you know, I get over to the wheelchair, which is by the aisle, and I'm not expecting her to be walking. I'm thinking the miracle is here, and
I said, no, let's just walk. And, you know, we walked. Next morning, she was jumping on the bed. You know, I mean, she is. Yeah. And the following day,
the physical therapist came.
The nurse her reaction to it was,
we kind of punked both of them because we put her back in the wheelchair and just had her sitting there, you know, and then she looks at her and she goes, you're not connected.
You're not attached.
I know.
What is happening?
And Dani stands up and she goes, do you believe in the power of prayer? And she's like, what is going on here?
What Doug and Dani experienced was no movie script. It was a case of a real, active, compassionate, and caring God answering prayers in His time.
There is no way to explain it. It's God simply choosing to act and granting the grace that now she can breathe where she couldn't breathe before on her own. She can walk where she couldn't walk before on her own. There is no medical explanation. But I'm more excited about what happened inside. Over the last 6 months, I've seen her and her husband just grow deeper in the faith. The faith becomes more real. Christ is more real. That's what I'm really excited about.
God had given Dani that gift with no strings attached. They didn't owe God anything.
This is a gift. This is a gift that I was given, and there's no repayment that anybody's looking for. And I completely 100% believed, for the first time ever, truly believed that He was going to take care of me. I mean, how much more whole can you feel when you're broken in so many ways, and all of a sudden you're running around? And
I mean, as you can tell by her story, she has a phenomenal spirit that throughout all of this, she just exudes joy for life. I can't think of anybody more deserving of a miracle.
When you pray big. Pray for everything. You don't have to tone it down. God has the ability to do anything.
This kind of relationship with God is amazing grace. Dani put it best. As Christians everywhere, the peace and the power of God is within us all. God does not heal as a side gig. God is a healer.